Santiago has spent 2 years wandering with his flock of sheep. These animals wake when he wakes and follow where he leads, but their world is bounded by biological basics, the search for water and the next patch of grass. Survival consumes their entire focus. They remain completely blind to the changing seasons, the shifting hills of Andalusia, and the fact that every day brings them down a road they have never traveled before. This instinctual cycle raises a difficult question for us. We often wake up and repeat our own rigid routines, mistaking the fulfillment of basic needs for the actual experience of living. The predictability of a routine acts as a seductive trap. It creates a sense of safety that masks a deeper existential blindness, preventing us from ever noticing the true potential lying just beyond our habits. While Santiago is resting in a busy market plaza, an old man named Melchizedek approaches him. He doesn't offer small talk. Instead, he presents a radical claim about the nature of human existence. He warns Santiago about the world's greatest lie, the pervasive belief that we eventually lose control of our own destinies. It suggests that at a certain point, our lives stop being our own and become part of an uncontrolled web of fate. Melchizedek points to a nearby ice cream seller as evidence. As a boy, that man wanted to travel, but he chose a cart and a steady income instead, hoping that after decades of work, he might finally take a 1-month trip when he's old. Society values the vendor more than the wandering shepherd. By choosing social approval and the illusion of security, the seller voluntarily surrendered his childhood dream to the greatest lie. Santiago initially broke expectations by leaving the priesthood to travel, but even he is starting to stagnate. He has grown comfortable with his books and familiar hills, ignoring the urge to push further. A recurring dream of treasure in Egypt finally forces him into the city of Tarifa. He seeks out a gypsy to decode the dream, desperate for a clear sign that his intuition is correct. The interaction leaves him bitter. The gypsy offers a transactional, literal interpretation and demands 1/10 of his future treasure. Santiago walks away feeling cynical, ready to abandon his ambitions because the guidance he sought felt so hollow. Attempting to translate our deepest, abstract desires through the cynical lens of other people leads to immediate resistance. We often let the literalism of others talk us out of our true path. This is where Melchizedek reveals his true identity as the king of Salem. He ignores the gypsy's literalism and begins to outline the actual hidden mechanics of the universe. He defines the personal legend, the ultimate mission entrusted to every individual. We instinctively feel this purpose in youth, before heavy blocks of societal expectation bury it. Beneath this sits the soul of the universe, a cosmic force thriving on human happiness and fulfilled desires. Melchizedek explains a core mechanism of reality. When a person truly desires something, that desire originates in the soul of the universe itself. Because of that origin, the entire universe begins to conspire to help that person achieve it. The universe uses the friction of our early struggles to prepare our spirits. Every moment of resistance serves as a training ground, readying the individual to handle the eventual weight of their personal legend. Realizing our destiny requires us to view life as an active mission entrusted to us, rather than a script we just happen to be reading. This connection is seen in the story of Narcissus. When he dies, the lake weeps, but not for him. It cries because every time he knelt to look at the water, the lake saw its own beauty reflected in his eyes. The universe speaks this language of the soul, yet we so often distract ourselves with meaningless external status. We worry more about how society ranks an ice cream seller against a shepherd than about our internal purpose. Prioritizing social validation over purpose disconnects us from the universe's guidance. We choose the comfort of a known identity over the fulfillment of our personal legend. We all face a final choice. We can live like the sheep, moving only towards the next meal, or we can follow the signs towards the distant pyramids of our own personal legend. Deep, persistent desires act as the encoded blueprint of a life's purpose. They are instructions from the universe, not random distractions to be managed. Choose to abandon the world's greatest lie and accept control over your own path. Once you commit to your personal legend, you allow the entire universe to finally